The universe is continually expanding, growing at an increasing rate. In 1929, scientists made a groundbreaking discovery. Our physical bodies are composed of chemical elements that originated in the fiery cores of ancient stars. By 1957, humanity came to understand that the night sky is not just a stunning visual marvel, it also embodies the staggering forces of the cosmos. There is so much activity happening throughout the universe that, in many cases, we are completely unaware of what is unfolding. We persistently question our existence, the presence of stars and planets, and the alternate fates that could have transpired. Often, we fail to acknowledge or address issues until they reach a critical point, even when those issues are bound to affect us eventually. One notable example is Betelgeuse, one of the most colossal stars in the sky. It has recently started displaying worrisome signs of instability, trembling in a way that may suggest something deeply unsettling is taking place. Due to its immense size, Betelgeuse has long been a focus of scientific study. In fact, it is so massive that it makes our Sun seem minuscule by comparison. It has never been a typical star. Betelgeuse is classified a red supergiant and is located far beyond how it appears to the naked eye, more than 640 light-years away. While that distance might not seem overwhelming at first glance, in terms of cosmic scale, it is extraordinarily vast. Even traveling at the speed of light, something current technology cannot achieve, it would take more than 640 years to reach it. Under realistic conditions, such a voyage would require over 12 million years, a span far exceeding the entire history of human civilization. This gives us a glimpse of the magnitude and power of this star, which has been exhibiting intense fluctuations for quite some time. Despite appearing serene from Earth, stars are anything but still. Regardless of their scale, they are dynamic systems. Scientists have yet to fully decipher the signals emitted by Betelgeuse. It has been recognized for a long time as a pulsating red supergiant, with brightness that fluctuates in cycles spanning from about 10 days to several hundred days, depending on whether the star is expanding or contracting. These gradual shifts reflect the star's ever-changing nature. Another fascinating aspect of Betelgeuse is its significant brightness variation, which ranges from magnitude 5 to magnitude 0, a substantial difference when comparing stars. These brightness cycles follow specific patterns. The shortest lasts around 185 days, while the longest stretches up to 2,335 days. Sometimes, these shifts occur more predictably, enabling scientists to measure them with precision. In February 2021, Betelgeuse's V-band magnitude dropped to 1.614, one of the dimmest levels recorded in recent years, deviating from its typical luminosity. What stands out about Betelgeuse isn't only its variable brightness, but also its deep red hue. This coloration results from a surface temperature of roughly 3,500 Kelvin, significantly cooler than the Sun's temperature of about 5,500 Kelvin. Although our Sun is far smaller than Betelgeuse, the supergiant emits less energy per square meter due to its lower temperature, which makes it seem less brilliant. Despite being among the largest stars known, Betelgeuse has remained relatively stable over time, even as a pulsating giant. But recently, it has transitioned from a calm phase to one of growing instability. This is cause for concern. The star's outer layers are burning off, and its core is slowly depleting its hydrogen supply, the fuel necessary for fusion. In red supergiants, this phase is expected. As hydrogen fusion in the core diminishes, the star's outer envelope begins to swell, making the star grow in size. Helium starts to accumulate around the core, which now primarily consists of hydrogen, triggering what is known as helium shell burning. In this process, helium atoms combine to form heavier elements, such as carbon and oxygen, releasing bursts of energy that push back against the force of gravity, trying to collapse the star's outer layers. Unlike hydrogen fusion, which occurs at a steady rate, helium burning is far more erratic. This irregularity causes energy to accumulate and then be released in surges, disturbing the star's structure. As a result, the star's outer layers undergo expansion and contraction, producing pulsations that influence Betelgeuse's visible brightness. These pulsations expel tremendous amounts of energy and drive powerful stellar winds, which strip away substantial quantities of mass from the star's surface, a defining trait of red supergiants. These stellar winds affect how matter and energy are distributed inside the star, further shaping its development. As the outer layers swell and shrink, the star produces a rhythmic pattern similar to a heartbeat, which we perceive as variations in brightness. To better comprehend these complex behaviors, astronomers employ several observational techniques, with two of the most critical being photometry and spectroscopy. Photometry involves measuring the intensity of light emitted by the star at various intervals, making it possible to detect fluctuations in brightness, as observed in Betelgeuse. This technique offers direct insight into the star's activity, enabling ongoing tracking of its luminous changes. Spectroscopy, on the other hand, studies the light emitted by the star across different wavelengths. This approach uncovers essential information about the star's temperature and movement. When Betelgeuse pulsates, changes occur in its spectral lines, providing a deeper understanding of the internal processes that drive these oscillations. Together, photometry and spectroscopy allow scientists to assemble a comprehensive view of a star's nature, combining brightness trends with insights into its internal structure. Astrophysicists take this a step further by using advanced computer simulations to model the inner mechanics of stars like Betelgeuse. These simulations integrate equations that describe the star's composition, along with nuclear reactions and fluid motion occurring in its core. Such modeling enables predictions about how the star's pulsations evolve in response to shifting internal conditions, tying together theoretical frameworks with actual observational data. One remarkable internal phenomenon in stars, such as Betelgeuse, is known as stellar convection. Energy created in the core rises toward the surface, playing a critical role in balancing internal dynamics with outward luminosity. As hot material from the core ascends and cooler material descends, convection currents form, transporting energy outward. This churning motion influences the star's overall brightness. As energy reaches the surface, the star becomes more luminous, and this variation contributes to the pulsations we observe. These changes are not random, they follow recognizable cycles, especially in variable stars like Betelgeuse. The fluctuation in brightness is tightly connected to the rhythmic expansion and contraction of the star's outer shell. During expansion, the surface cools and dims. When the star contracts, the surface heats and brightens. This dynamic process results from a delicate interplay between gravitational forces pulling inward and radiation pressure pushing outward. These opposing forces maintain a temporary equilibrium, causing the star's outer layers to cycle in and out over time. This activity can cause noticeable shifts in the star's brightness as seen from Earth. As Betelgeuse nears the final stages of its life as a red supergiant, it displays increasingly intense convective and pulsating behavior. Once the star completely exhausts its nuclear fuel, it is expected to culminate in a spectacular supernova explosion, signaling the end of its life cycle. Until that moment arrives, the pulsations caused by convection continue to influence its brightness, offering astronomers critical insights into the inner workings of massive stars. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe.